really wanted that. Hey guys, so Fairby and I are getting ready to go to a park, as y'all know, like we always do. And then I honestly want to get like 2 things at the grocery store, so we might go to a grocery store. I don't know for sure. We're gonna go. We'll bring you with us. So we came to a park that we don't normally go to, and I think I've been to this park one time in my whole entire life. So it's paved and stuff, and I didn't even know this was paved. So we found a park that we will go to whenever it's warmer again. I super thought that this was one that was just like trail and not paved. So since it's cooler, that's why I picked this place. And it's pretty shaded. Sriracha. I came here for it. This is the second store we've gone to that doesn't have Sriracha. So I wonder if there's a Sriracha shortage, because it's literally like it's out thing at both stores. So I think maybe they might not have it everywhere. I don't know. So while we were in the store, Fairby was rubbing her face, and I knew she didn't want this on, basically, so I took it off of her and I let her use her collar only, which we actually did that at the park too instead of her harness, but I really just like for her to use her stuff that won't put pressure on her neck, if that makes sense. Like that's, oh, I need to take this off first. I do that to her every time, don't I? I wonder how many of you yell at me and be like, take her vest off first, because that's exactly what I do every single time. So anyway, it is hot too. I'm gonna take my jacket off. This grocery store was out of Sriracha too. So we went to another grocery store the other day and they didn't have it. And so I was just like, okay, you know, whatever, this one doesn't have it. This one didn't have it, and they had a sign that said like, we're sorry for the inconvenience. And so I'm wondering if it's like an actual like Sriracha shortage or if it's just a coincidence. But I really wanted that. I have those tofu dumplings that I bought and I want to eat them, and I have that Panda Express sweet and sour sauce that I get that I like pretty okay, but I really wanted Sriracha, so I bought this. So it says it's Korean chili sauce, which I don't know that that's gonna be like Sriracha, but I thought maybe it would be a close second. And I think this is organic or something, I don't know. Anyway, this was a totally nonsense trip. We got stuff. The only thing we got on our list that we really needed was kombucha, and that was it. So we basically spent 20 bucks on nothing. So we're gonna go and we'll see y'all in a minute. So there's so many of these on here like there's this one that I trailed up to the window, and then I also have, there's a whole vine here, there's a vine here, there's a vine here, and a vine there. So I have 5 that are really long, but what I want to do is just cut one and propagate it and see what happens. So I'm gonna pick, I'm trying to decide if I want to pick the longest one or not, because the longest one sounds like a good idea. I don't know. It's so hard to decide what to cut. Okay, I think I'll cut the one with the least leaves. That's what I'll do. Okay, so it's this one. This one has the least leaves. All right, and then what it said on the internet to do is cut it 2 inches below the node. So for me, I don't really know where the node is, but I think it's gonna be this right here. Oh well. All right. So we'll see. Wow, that's a lot. Okay, that's a lot of plant. Look at how much I just cut. So now we're gonna go plant them. Fun and easy. I've never propagated a vine before. I've propagated a lot of other plants throughout my life, but never a vine, so I had to look it up and make sure. And I'm still not positive that I did it right, but what I did, because I didn't really want to take any out of the actual plant, I wanted to only take vines that had, you know, become runners or whatever. So I took 2 vines off, and then I tried to put the pieces that were closest to the base of the plant, if that makes sense, in water for those. But then I had to cut the vines because the vines were 3 or 4 feet long. So I also cut very close to the end of it and put those 2 ends, if that makes sense, the tip ends, that part, in water. But then I also, there's 5 of those, right? I also just did 1 leaf by itself. We've had luck. My grandma and I both have had a lot of luck with propagating from an actual leaf before. I just think they're so pretty, and I love to have them around the house. So if I can make a few more grow, that'll be really cool. And if not, that's fine too. I have plenty to work with. I have that big, huge pot of them. So if this fails, and if I just want to make more, then I have 3 more vines, or either 4 more vines that are still attached that I could cut off. And then plus there's a ton of little baby plants in there, little baby pieces that have, you know, started on their own. So I technically could just repot part of it. Thanks so much for hanging out with us today. I hope you enjoyed seeing what we got into. We enjoyed spending time with you, and we will see you next week. Bye guys.